Welcome, everybody. Welcome to World of Wrestling. Here today to discuss about WWE Friday Night Smackdown, July 16th, 2021 review. Guys, I had a blast watching this show. As you can tell, I'm extremely happy to hear that the WWE fans were back in action, talking real loud and making a lot of noise. It was exciting. It was so much fun. Didn't you have fun watching this 2-hour piece of shit? Holy fuck, what a piece of garbage show this was. The fans, look guys, the fans were fun to listen to, but that's as far as the story goes, man. This was a shit fucking show. First off, the Fatal 4-Way main event with these four guys that are competing on SmackDown's team in the Money in the Bank ladder match are actually in a Fatal 4-Way. And the loser is Big E, with Seth Rollins being the winner, having his head curb stomped into the ladder and being pinned 1, 2, 3. While in the same breath, you had Kevin Owens having a great spot with fucking Shinsuke Nakamura delivering an elbow drop. I thought he was going to do a Swanton bomb pretending he was Jeff Hardy from back in the 2000s and put fucking Shinsuke Nakamura through a table, which he did. He did an elbow drop though. And the fucking cameraman fell on the floor and did a tumbling act, which was fucking outrageously insane. The match was fun, but the end result was trash. There was no reason for Seth Rollins to be the one to pin Big E. Yes, I agree, Seth Rollins should have won the match, but the guy that should have been pinned was Shinsuke Nakamura. He's the least out of the four that have a chance of winning. Bottom line, Big E should have been the one taking a spot with Kevin Owens, or vice versa. Big E delivering a body splash from the top of the ladder through the table onto Kevin Owens if you really wanted to go that route. But there shouldn't have been nothing. Big E should not have been eating a pin. He shouldn't have been taking a loss in this match. This really concerns me. Now maybe I'm getting a little over concerned about this, but why are we getting 50-50 booking? It's real simple. There's only two people that are winning this Money in the Bank ladder match, and the one for the men is going to be Big E, and the one for the women is going to be Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has had probably the best story build out of the bunch. She's busted her ass to earn her right into the Money in the Bank women's ladder match. Why wouldn't you give her that fucking briefcase? They put the most effort into her. Not that they put a lot of effort in anything on these shows, but at the end of the day, at least Liv Morgan has done something in the storyline buildup going into Money in the Bank ladder match for the women. So you gotta give the fucking briefcase to her. That is the most logical thing. Number two, I don't think anyone suspects her to win. You got Zelina Vega and her talking on commentary with Pat McAfee and fucking Michael Cole. They're talking back and forth. And then they're attacking each other while a match with the tag team champions are in the ring. And fucking Zelina Vega and Liv Morgan are beating the shit out of each other. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, we got Joey Styles screaming, cat fight, cat fight. I'm like, what the fuck? This is the shit, man. Oh my god. The fans were the only thing that made this show bearable. And that's only because for a year and a half, there has been no fans at these events. Eventually, it is going to be just as piss poor as the pandemic episodes that we've gotten. So, I don't understand what the fuck is Vince McMahon doing outside of doing what he always does, sucking dick, which he does that pretty well apparently. And somehow, someway, he always manages to pull money out of his ass. God almighty, why can't this guy just go away? Why can't WWE just fade off into the distance and never come back? They suck. Creatively, they suck. Talent-wise, they got great talent on that roster. If WWE really put a lot of effort into their shows, they would be better than AEW. They would be better than AEW. Bottom line. They have far superior athletes on their roster for WWE. I mean, you got Seth Rollins. You got Roman Reigns, who's a freaking a larger-than-life character right now on WWE, who seems to be unbeatable. You got guys on this roster that really can provide you very good, entertaining stuff if you give them the right material to work with. And I just don't see any heart. And Eddie Kingston said this a couple of weeks back. There is no heart in this company. There's no drive. There's no push to do anything. They're all advertising. They're all bullshit. They're all lame. All they do is advertise, hype, but no delivery behind it. They've been doing this for many, many years. When I started finally waking up from WWE's bullshit is in 2014. In 2014, Daniel Bryan got the most royal screw job I have ever seen a performer get in any aspect of this company, ever. Daniel Bryan went ahead and had a terrific story being built up in 2013 during SummerSlam with Randy Orton. They went back and forth throughout the entire fall leading up to Hell in a Cell, battling over that WWE Championship. And yes, the heel was getting over on Daniel Bryan, which is the way it should have been if you're leading it to Daniel Bryan winning the Royal Rumble, ultimately to go one-on-one with Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the World Championship. That's not the route they went on. They had to go through hula hoops and a lot of other bullshit to get to the point where they needed to be at, and you add Batista to the mix, and the match was average. It was okay. The real match that I found very entertaining was Triple H and Daniel Bryan going one-on-one for Daniel Bryan to make it in the main event for the World Championship, ultimately suffering a problem with his shoulder going into the main event match and going through those struggles. If it wasn't for that, it really wouldn't have been all that exciting. Not that the rest of the show was terrific. I mean, they had some pretty damn good matches on the card, but they weren't, all that exciting. I mean, wrestlers, the fans weren't getting all crazy over it like they normally did. So at the end of the day, they fucked up. And that's when I realized they're playing favoritism. They always did what the fans wanted. They always paid close attention to what the fans were cheering and booing for throughout every show. When people started cheering for Batista in 2005, 2004, okay, leading up to WrestleMania 21, the fans were starting to cheer on Batista while he was still part of Evolution. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the episodes throughout the entire fall of 2004. I've already watched them. Batista was getting cheers. Bottom line. So what did they do? They started building him into the next guy in line as one of the younger name stars. Not that he was that young to begin with. He started out late to become a performer. But at the end of the day, he was a fresh face, a fresh name on that roster. So what did they do? They gave the fans what they were looking for. An ultimate payoff for a guy like Batista. There you go. Daniel Bryan was that guy. They took the title away from him. Not a big deal. He won the title at SummerSlam, beat one of the biggest names on the roster, John Cena. That's fine. The problem of all of it was Daniel Bryan did not win the Royal Rumble, which was his year that he should have won the Royal Rumble. I am telling you guys, this company makes the biggest mistakes when they play favoritism to who they want. It's not who they want. We give them the direction. Just take it and go with it. It makes your job easier. All you gotta do is come up with some cool creative ideas for the storylines for these characters. That is it. That's all you have to do. And they refuse to work with the fans, us. They are totally disconnected. You watch AEW, they are fully connected with their fans. They listen to their fans. Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and whoever in creative are always listening to what the audience are responding to these characters. People love Hangman Page. Yes, he may be tied up with the Dark Order, and the Dark Order may be a fucking joke right now after Brody Lee has passed away. But they even bring out the best in Hangman Page. This whole thing that they did with him going up against the Elite was fantastic this past Wednesday. I am not kidding you guys. Slowly but surely you are going to witness me totally discontinue reviews on this company of WWE. I can't sit and repeat myself over and over and over again. I don't get paid to do these reviews. I have a life. And I would rather review something that I can sometimes say positive things about, and then if they do something wrong, I can say negative things about. This company doesn't deliver anything that is positive for us to enjoy. The only thing they worry themselves about is, how's Roman Reigns doing? Is the crowd reacting to him? Are they loud? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? They were fucking loud as shit during his match, headlining the show. Opening the show, I should say, not headlining. Headlining would be main eventing and being the last match on the show. But you get my point. This is bullshit. Here's another thing that kind of has entered my mind. Could you imagine Edge winning the WWE Universal Championship with Seth Rollins ultimately cashing in on Edge and winning the Universal Championship either the same night Edge wins the WWE Universal Championship or at SummerSlam in front of 50-something plus thousand people? Could you imagine how fucking idiotic that would be? I told my best friend this. He said, dude, stop doing crystal meth. It's bad for you. I said, I ain't doing crystal meth, dude. I don't do that shit. I'm just going along with the joke, you know? So he goes, oh, well, I guess apparently Vincent Bruce Pritchard is your dealer. I go, nah, not really. I'm more like Tony Khan. Tony Khan's my dealer. He gives me the good stuff. It's called weed, you know? So, bottom line, guys, I just don't get why it's so damn difficult to just do a normal show that is put with effort and care into it and get people excited. These people spend most of their time not really being all that loud. There were some certain areas of the show they were loud. Fucking what's this shit with fucking Otis going up against... Can you believe this shit? We just saw Cesaro compete 2 months ago. I think it was 2 months ago at Backlash, competing for a Universal Championship. And now, because he finally lost a bunch of matches to Seth Rollins, he's facing Otis? What the fuck has Otis been doing all this time? being a fucking dipshit with Chad Gable, the Alpha Academy? Who the hell cares? What the fuck is this crap? I'm sorry, I gotta have fun with these rants, man, because bottom line, if I don't, I'm just gonna be fucking miserable doing the review for you guys. This is just fucking terrible shit. Another thing, you got Roman Reigns tapping out to Edge? Why? What the fuck's the point? Why not have him fall asleep, pass out with the fucking crowbar across his mouth? What the hell has he got to tap out for? This isn't Daniel Bryan. This isn't Chris Benoit or Bret the Hitman Hart or Kurt Angle. This is fucking Edge. Edge ain't no submission artist. What the fuck is wrong with these people? He's gonna use... How can he use... By the way, how is he gonna use a fucking... it's not really a crowbar, but it's the bottom piece of a fucking steel chair. How is he going to be able to use that and the referee not to disqualify him? He's using a object to get the advantage in a submission hold. Where the fuck does that make sense? How's he going to make him tap out with the referee seeing that shit in front of him? The referee will disqualify him. He won't win the title. Unless this is a no-holds-barred match. If that's the case, that'll work. But this ain't a no-holds-barred match. This is just a regular, ordinary matchup. So what the fuck are we getting here? He's got a fucking metal piece of from the bottom of a chair across freaking Roman Reigns' mouth. And expects to be able to win, and he goes backstage after the loss that he received. Not that he took the loss, but it was part of the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. Rey Mysterio got rolled up, I believe, by Jey Uso, I think? Yeah, it was Jey Uso. He rolled him up after Jimmy Uso hit him in the head with his fist or some shit, and that was it, and that was the match over. The match wasn't bad. The six-man tag team match to open the show was not bad. It was Edge, Dominic Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio competing up against Roman and the Usos. And it was a good match, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, Edge has got the upper hand. Seeing him raise that Universal Championship up in the air was a cool sight. But to make him tap out, what the fuck? What the hell does Roman Reigns need to tap out of Edge? Edge is not a submission artist. I've already said this just a few seconds ago. This is fucking stupid, man. Lame ass shit. Then we got Shotzi Blackheart. I am not calling this woman Shotzi. I don't even know what the fuck they're calling her Shotzi. JD on his reviews, he came out and he said it. It's like they're saying her name should be Yahtzee. Like, what the fuck? What is she, a board? Is she a fucking game? Next she'll start calling her the Game. She'll be Triple H's new gimmick. She'll be taking on Triple H's gimmick. Shotzi's the Game. It's all about the game. Oh my god. Oh man, I hope you guys are enjoying this rant about this show, because that's really all it is. There's nothing really all that positive about the fucking show outside of the fans being there and putting some life into this shit. Us, the fans, actually did our job. Where the fuck were they? What did they do? Did they do their job? No, they didn't do shit. Come on, man. So yeah, Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox win again against the tag team champions in a non-title match. Where's the rest of the tag team division for the women? Oh, I don't know. Maybe they just don't fucking exist. That's why they have no one else to face besides the tag team champions. This is so creative. This is very creative stuff. One option, Vince. One option, Bruce. You know what the option is for you guys to do with those tag team titles for the women's division? Put it in the trash and burn it. They're crap. Take the 24/7 championship along with those tag titles and throw it in there too, and have a fucking barbecue or something. Or have a campfire and, melt some marshmallows. What a bunch of dipshits. You have no tag team division, yet you have tag team titles for a women's division. What a fucking joke. And speaking of tag team divisions on SmackDown, you had Otis beat the crap out of the fucking Street Profits. What the hell is up with that shit? Oh, man. I am going to town on these fuckers tonight like it's nobody's business. And I've done this many a times, and I'm doing it again, man. This was a fucking travesty of a show. Bottom line, man. This was fucking garbage. What else happened on the show? A little bit more hype up of Edge and Seth Rollins, which was nice. I thought that was good. They're showing us, foreshadowing what's going to happen in the future. So, I'm okay with that. I don't believe, though, Edge is going to win. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to win. But could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? Everyone has always said the kiss of death of WCW was the fucking finger poke of death when Mick Foley on the same night was winning the WWF Championship from The Rock. Could you imagine them doing some really fucking off-the-wall creative shit, decision-making on these two matches, have Seth Rollins win instead of Big E, and have Roman Reigns lose to Edge? Could you imagine that fucking shit? Boy, oh boy, would the fans be fucking mad. I'll tell you, I really think that this company would do that just deliberately to piss us all off, because they are so fucking stupid. Piss off your audience like that. I mean, I understand you want to use a heel to piss off your audience to gain more interest in seeing your favorite performer who's gotten screwed multiple times against the same heel come back and finally get that big payoff. But when you got a fucking face winning, a heel winning a Money in the Bank briefcase to ultimately go ahead and have these two collide over the championship while the top dog of your brand was kicking ass and taking names, and people are actually enjoying the heel character. Now, I'll tell you what, people are still booing Roman Reigns. Now, I think maybe they're doing it for kayfabe, to play along with the storyline and boo him because he's playing the heel role. And if that's the case, that's cool. But bottom line, I'll tell you what, I don't think Roman Reigns will ever be over with this crowd. Really, I don't. Roman Reigns will never be liked by the fans as a face. They're only cheering him because they've enjoyed his heel run. That's it. Plain and simple. Alright, so what else? Oh, the Smackdown Women's Championship match. How could I forget that match? That was actually a pretty decent match. I will not deny that. But why are we getting Carmella? What the fuck does Carmella have to do with the Smackdown Women's Championship? She got a championship opportunity against Sasha Banks, I think, twice? Not once, but twice. Maybe 3 times. I'm not sure. She might have fucking competed against her on SmackDown for the damn title as well before WrestleMania. So, what the hell are we getting here? A same repetitive bullshit match with fucking Carmella, and she loses by the kiss of death. Thank goodness. Finally, tonight, I will give them one positive here. They actually had people losing by finishers, which is very ironic. I think there was one match where there was a roll-up pin, and it was okay to do that for a 6-man tag team match like this. And it was a desperate win that they were trying to get over on the faces. So I understand that. That's okay. The rest of the show, they actually went ahead and performed finishing maneuvers. Holy fucking shit. I didn't know those existed still. You wouldn't know unless you watched the fucking pay-per-views on Modern Day Wrestling with WWE. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. What else happened? I don't know. I don't really care. I really don't, man. You had Cesaro, like I said earlier. He didn't lose. He won by disqualification. But what the fuck are we seeing him in the picture with Otis? What does Otis and him have to do with each other? Cesaro 2 months ago, like I said earlier, was competing over a Universal Championship and had a great match with Roman Reigns. Now he's fucking facing nobodies like Otis. Otis ain't fucking nothing. Who cares? Finn Balor, he made his return. I almost forgot about mentioning that. Yeah, Finn Balor made his return. That was a nice pop he got from the crowd. The crowd really, really embraced him. He felt like how the fans embraced him on NXT. He seemed like people really liked him. He is portraying the Prince character that he was portraying on NXT. He has guts. He's not this smiling dipshit, looking like he should be modeling for Calvin Klein or some shit. He did smile a little bit. I mean, in the very front part of his entrance, all the way up on the ramp, he kind of smiled a little bit. I would assume he was smiling on account of the fans were cheering for him, and he was very happy to hear that. But that's the only bit of smiling we saw from him. The rest of the entrance, it was all seriousness from there, going all the way up to Sami Zayn and basically kicking the shit out of him. Hitting his finishing maneuver and everything from the top rope. And it was a great sight. I liked it. And I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I honestly think through the fall we need to see Apollo Crews, Finn Balor competing over the Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor wins that damn title. He defends it multiple times throughout the entire fall, through the winter. And then we see Finn Balor win the Royal Rumble. I want to see him beat Roman Reigns. Those two guys, when Finn Balor made it to the main roster for the first time ever in his career, the first time he was there in the main roster, the first guy he beat was Roman Reigns. You could tell a very intriguing story between those two guys with that kind of shit that happened in the past, number one. Number two, Finn Balor having an amazing title run with that Intercontinental Championship, going against great opponents, having him champion going into WrestleMania, winning the Royal Rumble with that title, never losing it, beating a bunch of opponents and having a lot of title defenses under his belt, being a fucking workhorse, and having a unification title match between the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns and the Intercontinental Champion, just like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior from back in 1991, I believe it was. It was 1990. Imagine what a fucking good match that would be. If they told the story right. They have to tell the story right with Finn Balor for it to even work. If they're not telling a good story with Finn Balor, if there's no drive, no push, no nothing to get this guy to the level he needs to be at on the main roster like he was in NXT, it's not going to work. I got to be honest with myself with that, and to you guys. They have to put a lot of effort into it. But then again, I'm sitting here throughout this entire review telling you guys they don't give a fuck. So probably my idea is shit because of their efforts. So that's all there is to it, guys. I really don't know what to say about this. I don't see anyone being legitimate enough to beat Roman Reigns for this championship outside of Karrion Kross. And Karrion Kross is probably going to get demolished on this show. Either Raw or SmackDown, it don't matter. They're going to take everything that's working for him and completely remove it and turn him into something else. And you're going to have another Aleister Black, a Keith Lee. You're going to have all kinds of different superstars we have witnessed that succeed in NXT, move up to the main roster, and do absolutely nothing. I came on here a couple of weeks back, was telling you guys, don't flip out about over the main event matchup that he had with Shelton Benjamin. It's not a big deal. I mean, why would you waste your time with a big entrance like that during a show that nobody's gonna fucking watch anyway? But then again, you gotta think about it this way, and my friend even said it to me as well, and I agreed with him. But I realized Vince McMahon doesn't watch this shit, NXT. So that's probably the reason why I put him on main event, which he should watch NXT. He should get an understanding of what these people want to see in a character. They want to see heart. They want to see fucking a drive. This is the shit that he was talking about in 2014 with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He said, I want people that have the drive to capture that brass ring. Okay, how are they supposed to capture a brass ring if you're not making them want to capture that brass ring by making them not sell themselves? I've been saying this for fucking years, man. I started this channel in 2015. Yeah, you guys may say, oh, he's only got 162 subscribers, man. He's been on here since 2015. Well, guess what, guys? I evolved. I got a little bit better. I started getting subscriptions. I really put a lot more effort into this channel last year. When this pandemic came about, I put a lot of effort into this damn channel, and I have went from 87 when I started last year all the way up to 162. So I've been busting my ass. I may not be the greatest content creator. I may not be the best talker, but I know my fucking shit about professional wrestling. And there's one thing I will admit to you guys. This company doesn't have heart. There is no brass ring to capture because it doesn't exist. You want to see that? That heart, desire, that drive, that push to be the absolute best that you can possibly be? Yeah, maybe the shows are fixed. Okay, I'm going to come out and say they're fucking fixed. Everybody knows that wrestling is fixed. But when you don't have any push to want to make the shows intriguing, get past that fake, quote-unquote, fake way of looking at wrestling being set up and, just for our entertainment, and make ourselves escape reality and make it feel like what we're watching is reality. Like it's a real sport. Like we're watching a UFC or a boxing match. That is what we need to see. That is what we are desiring to see in professional wrestling. This guy is fucking scared to call himself professional wrestling. Why? You want to say, oh, I'm not part of the wrestling business. I'm in the entertainment business. Okay, but Vinnie Mac, I'm sorry to tell you, bro, you got a ring with ropes surrounding the ring, okay? You got people dressing up in trunks and in fucking tights. You got championships over their shoulders or around their waist. You have a wrestling show, my friend. So get with the fucking program. If you're part of the entertainment business, buddy, you need to get the fuck out. Like how you used to say, get the F out when you changed it from WWF to WWE? You ought to do that. Get the fuck out of here. Leave it to people that actually care about pro wrestling. Because you sure as hell don't, sir. You don't. There's my fucking rant. 20 plus minutes. Full of fucking rage and anger towards this damn company. You have all those fucking people, 14,000 plus people, they're spending their money. Yeah, they seemed a little excited. They were happy to be there, blah, blah. Watch and see for the next couple of weeks to a few months, that fucking crowd will be dead. There won't be people giving a flying fuck what you do in that ring. They'll be busy sitting in their chairs, flipping through their phones, not giving a crap about what's going on in that ring. This was one night, one episode. Give it a couple more episodes, and I guarantee you the crowd noise will go down, and it will be claps. A golf claps. Oh, yay! Yay! Woohoo! Who the fuck gives a shit? And I know one thing, folks. We start seeing Alexa Bliss being hocus pocus with the fucking Lily doll and all the other bullshit they were doing in the pandemic Thunderdome bullshit, and they start bringing that to live crowds. Whoa, will they fucking chew them the fuck out. Alright? So, This show sucked. All right, they had some good matches here and there. The women's championship match, the 6-man tag team match was good, and the fatal 4-way match was good. But the end result of that fatal 4-way match was just fucking terrible decision making there. Big E shouldn't have been eating a loss. That's what I believe. I don't care what anyone else says. Big E should be the Money in the Bank winner for the men. Liv Morgan should be the Money in the Bank winner for the women. And that is it. Plain and simple. End of story. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. I thank you very much for watching. Have a great night, guys. Bye.